have never been to KiBERA before because I've never really had a reason to go. But yesterday I went, and I could tell you without being patronizing that it felt like home. Welcome to BLAXIT to Africa. I'm Tadre Delora Moignet, a California native living my best life in Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you for coming along for the ride. I hope that you are informed, entertained, and inspired to BLAXIT to Africa. Ooh, y'all, TT got a new cut, a fresh cut at that. Before I get into it, y'all press that subscribe button. You just gotta tap it. You ain't gotta slap it. You don't have to go hard on it. Just tap that subscribe button, because I know you don't want to see TT out here scratching and surviving. Good times. Those were not good times. Okay, I know you don't want to see me out there. We are on our way to 10,000 subs, and if you help me get to 10,000 subs, TT is going to throw a party. It will be on me, a celebratory event in the now revitalized, or it's currently being revitalized, neighborhood of Ngara. Did I say that right? Is it Ngara or Ngare? Anyway, the party's going to be on me. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be something to celebrate. You know, it's interesting because when you don't tap that subscribe button, YouTube won't let me be great. So go ahead and do that. Let's get into it. I am a little bit more dolled up than usual. What y'all think about this makeup? Is the blue lipstick too much? I did the eyes. I want the eyes. But then I put the blue lipstick. I was like, oh, that might be too much. Is it giving editorial? Is it giving Afrofuturistic? Is it giving 90s Afrocentric mama? What, you know, I like it on camera. It might be too much for the day, but we'll see. So I'm hosting a fashion tour with someone who found me on YouTube. I'm really excited to meet her. She shared her Instagram. She's talking good sense on her Instagram. She's sharing that aunty wisdom. She's giving you perspectives about Kenya. And she seems to be really perceptive, even though she just got here. So I'm looking forward to hosting her on this fashion tour. Let me tell you something. When I host a fashion tour, if I'm going to like an outdoor rugged market, wholesale market, if we're going to Kariakor, I dress for the occasion. You won't see none of this. I dress down as much as possible because the price is based on what you look like. Okay, but we're not doing none of that today. We're going to see designers. We're going to nice boutiques. We're going to see my tailor. So I get to play around with my look, and I like to do that from time to time. All right, so this is why you're here. Let's get into that. You're here to see this haircut that I got in KiBERA. It's going to be hard for me to stop saying KiBERA because I found out that the proper name is KiBERA. Give me a little time to break out of an old habit. I have never been to KiBERA before. I have been past it multiple times. I have been to Toy Market and got some really cute things for my body and for my house. And Toy Market bumps right up against KiBERA. One might even say like some of it is actually in KiBERA. But I've never like been in it, ate, got services. I've never done that because I've never really had a reason to go. So I hadn't gone. But yesterday I went, and I could tell you without being patronizing that it felt like home. I didn't go in anybody's house. I stayed in the commercial area, but I can tell you like my central nervous system felt very calm and at ease. The people felt very familiar and welcoming. Felt like home. So most of you probably don't know about KiBERA or KiBERA. So I'm gonna give you 10 facts, all right? Let me get into 10 facts. You know, TT got her notes here, and I pulled these off the internet. Fact number 1, KiBERA is Africa's largest slum. Let me explain slum. It's not a word that we use in North America. I think it's more of a British term. The more the more politically correct term would be informal settlement, which is different from a township. Okay, so it's Africa's largest informal settlement. It's estimated to have a population of 250,000 to 500,000. That's a huge gap. Even some of the estimations were at 1 million people. So I don't know, but let's just say between 250,000 to 500,000 people, could be upwards all the way to 1 million people at this point. The name KiBERA comes from the Nubian word KiBERA, and KiBERA means forest. KiBERA began as a British colonial settlement for Nubian soldiers in the early 1900s. Despite the poverty, KiBERA has a vibrant entrepreneurial spirit and local economy. That's evident. That's evident from the outset. As soon as you step in, like you really don't even have to step in, because all around KiBERA are businesses, people selling different wares, people cooking. Yeah, that's evident. It's home to many skilled artisans, barbers, tailors, creatives. Most homes lack formal electricity, but solar power and generators are popular alternatives. Community-driven organizations provide education, health, and sanitation services. KiBERA has been featured in global films, music videos, and art exhibitions. There's a strong sense of community, pride, and resilience amongst residents. That's evident. Again, it felt like home. So how did we get here? How did I go from going down the road to get my haircut to going all the way to KiBERA, which KiBERA, stay with me, I'm trying to unlearn. Okay, KiBERA is like 20 minutes from me. Is it 15, 20 minutes from me? So I don't have to go too far, but definitely twice as far as I normally go for my haircuts. So about 3 weeks ago, I wanted this floral situation I had seen on Pinterest. I thought it was dope. I showed the photo to my barber. He said he could do it. Yeah, it wasn't up to my standards. My friends was like, Tadre, it's not that bad. But it wasn't good either. And no shade to my regular barber, because he normally cuts businessmen and children. The designs and all that, that's not something that he normally does. So I reached out to Moses Cachero. Shout out to Moses. Thank you so much. And I was like, okay, I know you're a mover and shaker. I know you work with creatives. Tell me who in Nairobi can do this design for me. And he sent me to KiBERA. He sent me to Edu. And I really loved my experience. Edu is accustomed to working with creatives, artists of all types. So he got busy. He did what he did. And let me just stop talking and show you how it went down. Here we are leaving Milimani. For those of you Kenyan Americans that have been gone for a long time, I just wanted to show you a little bit of the city and show you how your city has really changed. And also for those of you who are planning a vacation or planning a move to Nairobi, I want to share a little bit of Milimani to you. Milimani is a neighborhood inside Kilimani. I decided to take a boda because that would be the fastest way to get there. And of course, the shots are even better when you're on a boda. Now, here we are entering what I think is the KiBERA neighborhood. And here we are in the commercial area of KiBERA. sorry, not sorry. I wanted to pop in here really quickly to remind you that I offer BLAXIT to Africa consultation services. I have partnered with Kenyan businesses to provide the services and information that you need. I also provide a spreadsheet full of live links and actual contacts of people that you can call for anything from immigration to bringing your pets with you when you come to Kenya. Additionally, I also provide a task list, just a gentle checklist to keep you on point as you go along your BLAXIT to Africa journey. Let's make your BLAXIT to Africa a success. And here we are, we made it. You know, in many parts of Africa, it ain't nothing for a man to walk into a salon or barbershop and get the services he needs without any stigma attached. I had already sent him images of what I was interested in, and he was like, all right, you know, we can work something out. And I gave him creative license. Here we go, the reveal, honey. Oh, Auntie had been growing her hair out for 3 weeks. This was a lot of hair for me, but I needed to let that bad cut go away or grow out first before we could do anything else. So I gave him creative license. I let him do what he wanted to do. And here we are, just getting more acquainted and me telling him more about what I wanted. What I really liked about this process is that he listened.
Your shape goes down?
Yeah, for sure. This is a lot of hair for me, actually. Pardon me, fellas, just for a moment. I want to speak to the ladies and anyone else that loves men. I want to know for real, how do y'all focus? Like, how do y'all function around Luo men? I mean, like, I know it's not everybody, but these Luo men are something else. And it's not just the fineness, it's the self-assuredness. The fineness is layered with a certain level of confidence. And then, as my Nigerian sister would say, the mouth be sweet, oh. The mouth be sweet, like, How do y'all focus for real? Okay, I'm back. So here we are building rapport, we're getting acquainted. He's telling me a little bit about his life story. He's definitely the people's champ. People's in and out, dapping him up. It's a cool community-centered barbershop. And he told me that he didn't mind that I actually shared a little bit of his story. He has been cutting hair since he was 9. Imagine. He's been cutting hair since he was 9. He lost his mother at that time. And to help the family out, he started washing the towels at a local barbershop. And after a while, that barber was like, look, let me train you up. And he really has a talent for this. And also he told me that he loved drawing in school. And so this is what I'm talking about when I say the mouth be sweeto. So he's telling me that he's not much of a dancer, but actually he prefers singing. So, he sang a little bit to me while I was in the chair. This is what I'm talking about. The mouth be sweet. Okay, I'm back. I'm focused. So now we just really chopping it up and we talking about hip hop. And he's telling me about his favorite artist, which is Lil Wayne. And then it starts to go over my head, right? Because he's talking about different rap groups and the best rap groups and who's signed who. We're actually debating the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. And then he introduces me to one of Kenya's most notable rappers, KiBERA Jones. I've never heard of KiBERA, so he played some KiBERA for me, and it's tight. I really like it. So I'm going to add that to my playlist. As you can see, this is a very popular spot, and his best friend brought in a client from Sweden who was coming to get one of her nails repaired. I really like that they also do nails because I can get my nails done while I'm getting my hair cut. I couldn't believe he was actually cutting my hair while he was holding the camera. And then I looked up and I saw this brother getting a facial. I said, I want a facial too. Cardi B's Money Moves was on the sound system. One of the ways that I believe East African barbershops are winning is that there are so many services that are available and included in the cost of your cut. For instance, a shampoo and condition is just part of it. And then while you're there, you can get your nails done, you can get a facial, you can get a massage. Now, while these are extra, the barbershops that I usually go to, that massage, the head, neck, shoulder massage is included in the cost of the cut. And I paid about $1,000 just for the cut, and also $500 for the facial. I was so excited for this facial, y'all. And you already know how good this thing felt. So nice. And here we are. I am a new woman. Okay, check out my cut. The leaf. Okay, so he did a leaf on the side of the head. It's a little difficult to see because my hair is white, predominantly white on the sides, but I'm very happy. All right, now I am back on the boda, and I wanted to give you a little bit more of KiBERA before we head over to Hurlingham to have some Ethiopian cuisine with one of my subscribers who is in town from Cali. Let me just put y'all on to one of the best Habesha restaurants in Kenya, period. Yes, you'll find places that are more upscale. You'll find places that are in more upscale neighborhoods. but this one right here is legit. You see the folks, the Habeshas are all up and through this place. One of the things that I really like about this place is that they provide the injera for the surrounding Habesha restaurants. So when you get your injera, it is warm. I actually used to get my hair done at their sister salon, the same owners. And when I would get hungry, they would bring me incense, they'd bring me smoothies, and they'd bring me shiro and injera. And I was like, oh, okay, well, let me pop over to the restaurant. And they just did renovations. It's reasonably priced. I love it. And here we are with our avocado and papaya smoothies. This is Marcus. He's one of my subscribers, and he's sitting over there looking like one of my daddy's people. Okay, and I found out that not only are we both from LA, but we both have ties in Tennessee. So I'm really happy with my haircut. I'm really happy with the service. So I will be going back, and Edu will be my regular barber from here on out. And what did you think? Did you like the experience? Would you go there to get your hair cut? I mentioned that he makes house calls, so hit him up. Thank you for joining me on this episode of BLAXIT to Africa. If you like what you heard, please share, subscribe, leave a comment. May you thrive, may you be inspired, may you move with love and intention. Until next time.